So again, because we're on a podcast roll right now. So have you guys heard anything about Collider recently?
I've only
No.
heard of it. I don't really know any of the context.
Okay, so Collider are the people that Red Letter Media make fun of a lot for essentially being the most shill, like, podcast there is for Star Wars. They're basically just, like, everything that is new that comes out of Star Wars is great. They have loads of, like, merchandise. They always talk about how amazing everything is. And, the guy who's, like, one of the main people there is pissed off because Disney didn't invite him to, I guess, the Star Wars, celebration. And then he asked them to, specifically, and he didn't get a reply, and he's really pissed about that. Pissed to the point where he doesn't want to shill for the Star Wars
Well, I'm glad that you learned your lesson.
I know, right?
I can't believe that he stopped shilling for them after he wouldn't get an invite.
Well, it's
like,
not that
dude,
simple, though,
on.
is it? Because the thing is, when you're a paid shill, you can't go off script. You'll get in trouble. And so this thing has been going viral, and it's hilarious because, yeah, just watch what happens.
Well, I mean, at the time, again...
Yeah, so the angry dude is on the right, and then the others are just listening to him and getting increasingly concerned because all of them are paid to be here, as far as I understand it.
We already had it. We had our show. We booked out our show a couple weeks in advance, and I didn't even know. So Doreena's coming on today, and I had to leave early and schedules and stuff too. And I don't even know if Christina is in. I don't even think she's in L.A. I think she came in. I don't even know where she is.
I know you've admitted to it being butthurt, but I still think, Christian, like, if you, not that you're asking my opinion, but I'm going to give it because I guess that's why I'm sitting here. I still think you should do your part of doing your job
and
is
talk about it.
about
Yeah, but I'm going to be stubborn and say I don't want to.
Okay.
You're
don't.
going to though.
What's that?
You're going to.
I don't want to.
No, because it's our coverage. Haley's got a lot of really good interviews with Imagineers. That she's going to be posting.
So first of all, I don't want you to do that on the air. You can call me in afterwards. So you know what? So then someone else hosts the show today.
So, like, first of all, so that guy's like a manager of some kind, and he's basically like, "Oh, you're doing it." The guy's like, "I don't want to do it." First of all, don't do this live, guys. Like, this is the worst thing you could ever do.
Dude, this is like a repeat of the Dusty and Creationist Cat podcast that failed after one episode.
Fuck it, let's just air this out. Let's air out all of our dirty laundry live. And we're both fucking idiot retard, but you knew that's Dusty and Creationist Cat.
And yeah, just for clarification, chat probably knows more about this than I do. I only know about this from vague context. You'll never catch me watching Collider, unironically.
Someone else hosts the show today. You don't have. It's the second time you've done this. The first time you've done this, you burst in the door. You burst in the door, screamed at us because we played the YouTube video and we didn't know it. That was the first time.
I went in to let you know that you have been taken off the air already.
I know, but you screamed at us for it.
I didn't scream.
You didn't? Roxy, did he yell at us?
I said, "Hey,
look at this. He yelled at me.
Was so uncomfortable.
Yeah, all these. Just keep an eye on the faces of these other three people because they're just like, "What the fuck is happening?"
I'm on it, man.
Roxy, did he yell at us?
There's a clip. It's pretty.
Yeah, the answer is yes.
You yelled at us, and you embarrassed us in front of Kate Mulligan, who was sitting here too. If you want to do this on the air, I'll do it on the air. I would much rather
you did. You started this on the air. You brought. You started the show by saying you're not going to talk about it on Jedi Council, which is your show.
Okay.
But you're not the producer of it, and
I am actually.
You're actually not.
Yes, I am. I'm actually. That was the deal I made with Fernandez.
No,
I'm also
actually, no,
just the same way you didn't know. The same way you did. The same.
Oh
Why
God!
are you doing this
like,
live?
Collider live.
Everyone's telling me the Ori trailer's playing at the moment at E3.
Oh,
watch it later.
Yeah, we can watch it later.
Yeah, someone will upload it by the time that we're still doing this, so we can watch it live.
I was the fucking head of
development.
reaction.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, all of us are reaction. I mean, me and you are definitely invested. Rags, do you like Ori? I forget.
Fuck animals.
There you go.
One point ahead of content. You're like, oh, I think you just had a development. I walk into Fernandez. I go, can you clear it up? Content and development, to which now is not the case. You are, and I get it. But first of all, if you want to do this on the air, we do it on the air. Yeah. But I am absolutely not talking about it today. You can have Roka host it. How about that?
I mean, if you don't want to host the show because
I don't want to.
I'm so sorry you didn't get to go last night.
You're welcome. See, you can if you want to do this again, we can do it all day long because you had the same thing, and what people also don't realize with you, you act hot-headed. You act hot-headed all the time.
What do you even do? If you were a guest on this show, you'd be like, I
mean, I know that I'm being recorded, so I just stand there. I just be like, dead-eyed.
I just pull my phone out and be like,
and stare right at the camera. You just not move a muscle. Just sit there and smile.
You look at the girl on the left, like she's like going out of her way not to look at him. She's like, I just don't want to be.
Wait, this is how you lose your job.
You scream and yell at people, but you want to do it now, we can do it now.
You don't want to cover Collider's content, is what you're just saying on Collider Live. The show's called Collider Live. It's not the Christian Horror Show. It's called Collider Live. And it's called Collider Jedi Council, and there's a lot of really good coverage.
Well, maybe we should change that. Maybe we'll change that, and we'll have other conversations.
Really good coverage that Collider's doing from
Oh
Galaxy's
my god,
Edge.
why didn't they cut the stream?
I know, that's the obvious fucking choice. They've taken this down, obviously, but everybody's still commented on it. It's hilarious. And it's a look into, like, it's not fun to have your opinions bought for you. Really not fun. Especially when you actually want to make some form of a stand. Now, I actually think that his stand is kind of childish. They didn't invite me. It's like, okay.
Oh yeah, it's really stupid, but Christ.
And he's like, that's it, I don't want to do the thing. And then it's like, no, you have to do the thing. That's what your job is. It's like, oh.
I don't want to cover it at all. That's just really bizarre.
Okay, good. There's blue milk and there's people dressed in costumes. That's it. All right, moving on.
Oh.
All right, so next, you want to still talk about this?
Also, you did quote, Catch Me Outside, How About Dat, which I was really appreciative in that argument.
But I just don't. What is it?
You remember that girl went on Dr. Phil?
Oh,
Catch Me Outside.
I just don't understand
How about
that.
Dat?
But why do that on the air? Why do that on the air?
Why would you start this on the air?
Because you can have a conversation with me
They had, like, ended it, and then they started back. I was like, no.
afterwards and say to me, hey, I wish you...
Did you see she tried to rescue it? She was like, oh, it was cool that you said this thing, and then he brought it back, and it's like,
You wouldn't have done that. But I said you want to come on the same way because I didn't call you out when you came in here, embarrassed us in front of Kate Mulligan when she's sitting there and felt like, oh my god.
no idea, but apparently this has happened before.
The chick in the black over there? Black hair, maybe?
Oh, it could be, yeah.
So our producer here at EFAP has never ever on air while we're live in our studio, and this never happened to us. We're very professional. Jay, yeah. We're talking about our producer.
I'm pretty sure he's the manager of EFAP. I'm not sure if he's the producer.
We're talking about the producer, the one who produces. If you understand what I mean, the one who produces the cash money that keeps the studio lights on. You know, who pays the property taxes. Which is where they get you, by the way.
Baowen says, wow, I wasn't invited to Tommy's birthday party. I don't want to do my job. Frank, you're 35. Do your job or you're fired.
This is the thing. Like, really awkward.
God, is this the way they do business? That was embarrassing. When
This is why I'm very, 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 very picky about sponsorships, and I have to know all this shit beforehand. That's why with the watch thing, I knew everything going beforehand. I've got this watch next to me right now. I'm gonna wear it tonight. I'll be wearing it tonight, and I gotta be like, you can't enter into these contracts with these sponsorships where you have to shill because shit like this is like, well, now I can't be genuine about how I feel, so well, now I feel like a piece of shit. Because I'm saying things that I don't really mean.
And fuck, like, this is the thing. It does suck to have to say whether or not you approve of a thing or you want to promote a thing when you actually don't want... This is what this comes down to. He feels cheated by the Star Wars brand and thus does not want to promote a Star Wars thing, but he has no choice.
You're kidding me. Ori isn't releasing until February 11th of next year?
Damn.
Oh, hey.
Well, that was like my most
February
anticipated game of the year.
Well,
that's the day before. That's the day before my birthday. You can get it to me as a birthday present.
Let's just hope it's good.
Days
Let's
after
just hope
my
it's
birthday.
good.
Oh well.
I don't have.
You'll have all that. No, you'll have all that birthday
money.
You can spend that on my present.
No, I don't doubt that it will be good. It's just like, no.
I won't have any money because my sponsorship with Game of Thrones was tragically cut short.
I guess Doom Eternal's really the only thing I have to. Well, that and is Cyberpunk coming out this year or I don't know. I think Doom Eternal's coming out this year. Otherwise, it's like.
Look, no, it's okay, dude. It's okay. It's gonna be even better than you thought.
I mean, I'm not really mad, obviously. I mean, I want them to take their time, and it's been because the first game released in 2015, then the DLC definitive edition that came out a year later. So it's been, I mean, that'll have been 4 years of development time if we're going like right after the definitive edition came out. So that's a good long while. Still disappointed though.
Long while bad.
I agree with that. That's more crying though.
In here the other day, and I didn't even say it, I didn't mention it, didn't talk about it. But you do that because you knew
that we got a strike on the channel.
But how do we tell the producer? We didn't know that. We had no idea that just the audio was going to do that.
Cyberpunk was postponed to 2020.
Idea.
God damn it!
Sorry. Wolf.
So it's really only Doom Eternal this year then. Yay!
Well, that's
Dawn
the thing.
Eternal.
Like, that's the thing about E3. Like, people say, "What do you think about E3?" It's like, I don't shit on E3. Like, I don't know if I could stress how little I care about E3 because there's been all these games that get trailed out throughout the year. You know, like the games I've been reviewing, like the Plague Tale is great, Void Bastards is great. You have all these games that come out throughout the year, and so they're fantastic. And E3 steals your attention away from a lot of these gems.
There's some fun memes on Twitter I'm looking forward to showing. There's someone who's already made a meme for the fucking Ash robot queen that we had in the opening minute of the show. I failed to check my Twitter in time, that's why I didn't know about these. Okay.
That's exactly what that does.
Yeah, but same way reactions. When you sit down and you do reactions, like when Real Rejects do it, when we do it, we play video over it, and it doesn't ever get strikes. It just gets the demonetization.
No, it does when you live stream, and I've said that 1,000 times.
Never to me.
Yeah, no, I've told everyone on the show.
Never to me.
Times.
I've never heard that.
Embarrassing.
Well, I've never heard it once. I apologize for not letting you know explicitly that was a bad idea.
But it wasn't a matter. But what I'm
Even
telling
the
you
guest
is,
The guy's face.
He's like, and the chick sitting across from him did that thing with the lips that white people do, where they kind of bite their lips a little bit.
like, when you come in here, and you say to me, if you would have said that day. If you would have come in here and said,
passing
hey guys,
a phone
listen,
between
you streamed it.
It's like, here, look at this. It'll be less.
Okay, but you
I like to
kick
imagine
people
that they're just looking at me.
There's a dick butt on there.
and you're like, oh, see, we're shut down. We're done.
Oh my
It's so
God.
embarrassing.
We all know how that door slams open. That had nothing to do with my tone.
Okay.
We're talking about the
Okay.
mechanics
So
of the
everyone
door
else, though,
opening
who,
right
again, I
now.
was pretty
Is what
calm
we're
for that.
No, and
doing.
I'm looking forward to hearing you guys talk about Galaxy's Edge and all of Collider's really good content.
So you can host it. You can host the show. Well,
No, you can just do what we ask you to do.
I'm looking.
Just do what we ask you to do. Oh.
Like, you are our employee.
Oh man, that's
You
gotta
are our
suck to hear.
employee.
Because this is
You
the
do
thing.
what we tell you to. We pay you. This
Like-
is how this arrangement works.
Like me, Wolf, Rags, obviously like Geeks and Gamers, Nerdrotic, all those channels, every one of them, you get to do whatever the fuck you want.
it's
Say whatever
amazing.
the fuck you
We can
want.
shit on anything we want.
Change your mind in the moment. You don't have to cover what you don't want to cover. It's all brilliant. But this guy is just like, no, you'll cover what we tell you to. It's like, aww.
You hosting that show?
What do you think Cody's doing with the cameras right now?
I can't even imagine.
I just looked at
I can't even imagine.
Cody,
my favorite
he
comment.
already left. Cody quit.
Right? Yeah,
He's
Cody
done.
left a while ago.
Cody's out of the booth.
First
Yeah,
of all,
I think that's it though. But yeah, so that's pretty embarrassing, huh?
Yeah, I'm
Well,
glad that we don't have anything
and-
like that here on our.
And Red Letter
Which
Media
is
just
produced.
put out a video of Rich Evans laughing at this. Like that's all it is. He's just laughing at watching it. And it's because apparently they keep an eye on him because Nerd Crew is based entirely on Collider, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, I mean, look at the comments for this video. It's all like Red Letter Media stuff.
Yeah. And it just confirms everything. They're just shilled to fuck. And the fact that there's still some semblance of a soul in some of their workers, it's like, oh.
Oh, they think they have a soul.
Yeah, this will be quick, and I suppose it's just because I don't even. What can we say about this that hasn't been said? But I feel like I kind of have to say something.
Change the name to X Women's Scene. Woohoo! Oh
You'll
my
be
God!
seeing
Look at the
this for
quality
real.
of those awful suits.
They look terrible.
Oh, I can't wait to see this movie tonight. Me and my friend are so excited just to laugh at it.
I mean, I wasn't laughing much at all. That was actually kind of a disappointment part for me, honestly.
What, with King of the Monsters? I didn't laugh either.
No, X-Men.
And bigger risks.
Oh.
And for what? Please, tell me it's not your ego. Being
Oh
on
my
the
God!
cover of
Look at her
Mad-
acting. Or
Yeah,
lack
I've
thereof.
never been a fan of her as Mystique.
She is not a good
A
actress.
medal from the president. You like it, don't you?
As opposed to being hunted and despised. Well, you know, actually I do.
And then
It's
you
a good
got
one.
McAvoy, sorry, opposite her, who's like one of the best actors around right now. He's like,
I can't wait to see him in it.
He's like there's no role he can't take, which is really cool. Really good character actor. It's like, why would you put those two in a room? Why would you do that?
It's all just a means to an end, Raven.
What end is that?
Keeping us safe. You should understand better than anyone that we're only ever one bad day away from them starting to see us as the enemy again.
I gotta pause. But you never know with this stuff. McAvoy is a god. This is true. I really liked him in Split, and then, I mean, he was good in Glass.
Yeah.
Again.
So what? We wear matching costumes and smile in pictures
That
to
is
make
a
everyone
small
feel
price
safe?
to pay for keeping the peace.
By risking our people to save
What happened
their...
to the cool costumes they had in Apocalypse at the end?
Too cool.
I don't know, actually.
Yes.
Did they just scrap them and think they didn't need them anymore? And then they were like, oh, I guess we need to make new ones.
It's funny. I can't actually remember the last time you were the one risking something.
He's in a wheelchair.
It's so awkward.
What about
he took like there was a joke in the fucking comment section that his response to that would be he picks up one of his legs like a wet noodle and just like goes hello.
Like how you're standing there telling me this. Second comment, she sounds more like an ex-wife.
He literally
Very
gets
insensitive.
shot and loses his ability to walk. Unless he
that's like one of the top
locks
comments.
off his powers. I mean, come on. I'm not even a big X-Men fan, and I know this.
Professor X can't walk, lost his bestie to differing opinions, wealth to construct a school for helping mutants, and creates a team to help protect humanity, and that bitch has the audacity to say, it's funny, I can't remember the last time you were the one risking something. Well, this movie tanked.
Yes.
And by the way, the women are always saving the men around here. You might want to think about changing the name to X-Women.
Well, oh, you changed it again. Again, there's not much to say about it that hasn't already been said. It's such a cringe line. It's not even delivered well for what it is, and it doesn't even make sense. The event that takes place that makes her say that is because Jean Grey does the most significant saving in the event that took place previously to this scene. However, Nightcrawler and Quicksilver are the second two most significant by far. They're both
Does
guys.
Quicksilver have like a scene like the last couple movies that's at least mildly entertaining? No.
I'm so sorry, but he gets
like,
taken out of the movie like in the first 15 minutes.
You're kidding me.
Not like dead, even though technically me saying that is a spoiler, but you don't see him until right at the end then, and it's just for him to say hello.
Dude, he was like the only like the Quicksilver scene in Apocalypse is literally the only to see that movie.
It's weird.
And really, you should only just look it up on YouTube.
I don't get why they made that choice, but yeah, that's happened. But yeah, once you see it, we'll be able to talk about it on the next EFAP as being a pretty poop movie.
Yeah. So
next video is pretty depressing, to be honest. It's tough for us to go through, but we got to do it. It's important for journalistic purposes. But Old Loke has.
Oh my God! Hold on! Don't play it yet! Don't play it yet! Oh God! Look how.
Hey, what's up, guys? I've got a television set right behind me. Right now, we have a live feed from my brain.
You need to crop it so the face fills up the